got my hands on a nice piece of yellow birch burl. Had someone actually send that to me, so I appreciate that. But you can see I've got a design already drawn onto it. I'll probably go over it again with some charcoal just so it's a little bit easier for us all to see it. But you can see what the basic design of it is. Start right here in the center. Hopefully get us a nice design carved out. One of the nice things about a burl, especially burls that aren't super big, is it's pretty much already rounded for me. You see it's got kind of a nice round shape. I've already cut off some of the bark, but you can see how nice and round it is. And that's nice. The only thing we really got to do is round off towards this way and this way. That's half the work really done for us right there, especially when it comes to actually forming the bowl and everything. So what we want to do now is just take off the bark. That's what I like to do first. It lets you see what you got to work with and lets you actually know how thick it actually is. Here's what we got after we shaved off all that bark with our crook knife. Not bad, it's not perfect. There's still some little spots, but we can always get to that later by sanding it off. It's not bad. Got a pretty good deep bowl in it. Here's a closer look at the inside of my bowl. You can see how nice and deep. You can see some of that cool color too. It's one of the reasons I like burl so much. Right now we're in the process of making our actual kuksa, cutting out our design. That's what we got so far. I'll show you a closer look here in a second. But I've just been using mostly my knife and my rasp to do a lot of this, because it's hard to work around some of these areas, but it's coming out pretty nice so far, I have to say. Just a closer look at it. See how it gets kind of fatter inside? It's fattest in the middle and then kind of gets skinnier as it goes up. But it looks real nice so far, the inside of it. Handle's kind of an offset handle. It's kind of a Fender Mustang of the kuksa world, really. It's kind of got the offset area here. What we're doing now is we're going to go ahead and boil our kuksa in some salt water for about, I'd say, an hour and a half to 2 hours. If you have to, put a rock in it to help weigh it down. That way the whole thing gets covered. And believe it or not, this will actually help dry your kuksa out if it's still green. This can help the drying process quite a bit, actually.
Fresh out of the salt water, this is what she looks like. You can see those really cool colors coming out really well in it now. Definitely needs to be prettied up some, but no real issues with it. No cracks in it.
Once you pull your kuksa out of the salt water, you can just go ahead and move on to the final steps of making your kuksa. I'm going to do a few more other things to it just so I can keep in the tradition of making a kuksa the Sami people way. But I'm going to probably end this video here, and I'll have the next video up next week, which should be the final part of it. It's gone on a little longer than I planned on it going, so we're just going to split it into 2 different parts. But I will see you guys next week, but always remember to keep your blade sharp, your mind sharper. See you next time. Thanks for watching.